Welcome back to another vlog, another semi-drunken vlog, I might add. So, the Beetlejuice game review for NES is coming out this weekend, and there's something that's been on my mind ever since doing the review. I've been thinking about the movie. Everyone loves the Beetlejuice movie. Who doesn't love the Beetlejuice movie? Especially if you were a kid that grew up in that time period. Born in 1988. Obviously, I saw Beetlejuice as a kid. I still have the VHS taped version that we had as a kid that me and my dad would watch all the time. And I've watched the movie, of course, countless times since then, being an adult. But while I was doing this game review, there were a couple things bothering me because I'm remembering parts of the movie. I just rewatched the movie to confirm I was remembering things right from the movie, even though I've watched it about 1,000,000 times, it feels like. And a couple of things about Beetlejuice, the Maitlands, right? The Maitlands, two people who die and weren't expecting to die, obviously. And the Dietzes move into their house. And they're trying to get them out the whole time. So wouldn't that make the Maitlands the villains of the movie? I know we're supposed to think Beetlejuice is the villain of the film. But yet, when you think about it, Beetlejuice is only in the movie for like, what, 15 minutes himself. And Beetlejuice is only called upon because of the Maitlands. He's only set loose because of the Maitlands. The Dietzes didn't really do anything wrong. Now, the mom's a complete prick and the dad's a fucking idiot. But in all reality, when you think about it, they didn't do anything wrong in the film. The Maitlands were dead. They can't see ghosts. The Dietzes can't see ghosts, except for Lydia. And they're just trying to make the house their own, even though their style is something that it's left to subjection. But for me, and I think most people, it looks like shit. Even the husband in the movie thinks his wife's idea of style for the home looks like shit. So, but in reality, the Dietzes didn't do anything wrong. So the Maitlands are just being selfish assholes, right? It's kind of a weird thing to think about when you sit and think. And then another thing that really bothers me about Beetlejuice once I watched it again is that when the Maitlands first die and they finally go to the afterlife waiting room or whatever, and they see all the other dead people in the waiting room. They're seeing the guy with the chicken bone sticking out of his neck, the lady that's sawed in half, the guy with the shrunken head, the guy with a shark attached to his leg and the knife is inside the shark's head. And there's also a guy in a sleeping bag with like a snake that like killed him while he was sleeping. So this is what bugs me. The Maitlands died because they drowned. In the part of the movie where they come back to the house the first time after they died, they're soaking wet. Every step that they take, you see that they're soaking footsteps. And their hair's all wet. Their clothes are soaked. And in all reality, because they drowned, water should be coming out of their mouths because, water filled their lungs and they died that way. So why is it that the Maitlands, out of all the people that you see in this afterlife, are the only ones lucky enough not to carry around the side effects after they died? Hence, not looking like how they looked after they died. Hence, not having any kind of deformities or looking any sort of way. You think that the Maitlands, because they drown, they would have like a bluish character, like a bluish hue to their color of their faces or their skin. They would look really nasty. I don't know if you've ever seen what real drowned people look like, but they look gross. And the Maitlands are the only lucky ones in this universe to not have any side effects of that. They look like normal people. Now, maybe that's just because it would be too much of a distraction and it would be too gross for a PG audience. That's right, Beetlejuice is also rated PG. It's pretty fucking gory, though. And Michael Keaton says fucking in the movie. He says nice fucking model in the movie. I think many of us remember that. Especially if you saw the review that I did for the NES game. That's going to be in there a lot, that clip. But, a little weird. So yeah, it really bothers me that it kind of breaks its own universe's rules, that the Maitlands just kind of get to skim by. And not only that, they are the villains of the film. The Dietzes did nothing. Even though I don't like their tastes, they are assholes. Except for Lydia. They didn't do anything wrong. They didn't do anything wrong. Another thing that bothers me. Why did Otho go through the fucking window? Has that ever been explained? When we first meet Otho, when the Dietzes move into the Maitland's home, why the fuck does Otho go through the window? Why does he say when the dad, the Dietz's dad, I forget what his name, Charles, when Charles says, why didn't you use the front door? And Otho goes, bad luck. Is that just because why the fuck did he go through the window? He could have used the front door. I don't know. It's never explained. And why the fuck is the shrunken head guy inside of the NES game as the shopkeeper to begin with? That doesn't make sense either. And why in the NES game is one of the dead football players a boss enemy? I don't know. There's a lot of things about the NES game that I'm going to be talking about. Already talked about. But anyway, a little bit, there's just a couple things. It's a couple things that, like, I don't know why. I don't know why, but it's like, they're thoughts that hit me after I'm trying to go to sleep. And it's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why did the Maitlands not have anything wrong with them after they died? Why does the chicken bone guy, or the guy that's smoking cigarettes, or the guy that looked like he got ran over by like a semi-truck or a steamroller or whatever the fuck, why is everyone, or the guy with the fucking shark, the shark thing is what really blows my mind, because not only did the dude that got eaten by the shark die and end up there, but the fucking shark is still attached to his leg. So the shark is in like human afterlife shit. I don't know. It's really fucking weird. Entertaining, cool to see, very strange, definitely. Tim Burton's first fucking movie, yeah. But very, very fucking weird. Yeah. One other thing before I go is that when I was a kid, it was probably, I think I was like maybe 12 or 13 or something like this. I remember the day it happened when I was like in middle school or whatever. And I was watching Batman, the 1989 film that Tim Burton also made, right after Beetlejuice. It's not stuff like that you think about when you're like that young, but the scene in Batman when the Joker busts into Bruce Wayne's apartment and Michael Keaton's character grabs the what is it called, the thing that you poke fire in your fireplace with, the fireplace poker. Jesus Christ. The fireplace poker. The fucking poker. That is what it's called. The fucking fireplace poker. And he goes to Jack Nicholson's character, who's the Joker. He's like, come on, Jack, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. And he looks identical and sounds identical to Beetlejuice. And that's when it hit me in the brain that, holy shit, Michael Keaton was Beetlejuice. And my mind at that time was blown, because it's not, I didn't put the pieces together as a kid that Batman was fucking Beetlejuice. I didn't put those pieces together as a kid. It took me that long to realize. But I remember it blowing my mind at the time, because Michael Keaton looks identical and sounds identical to Beetlejuice in that moment. So, yeah. I don't know. I was going to make this a video on the main channel, but I decided not to, because drunken vlogs don't sound like a good idea. Yeah. I don't know. Did you guys notice those things in the movie? Am I the only one that thinks of weird things like that after watching a movie? I don't know why I never thought about those things ever before until reviewing this game, but yeah, I don't know. Let me know in the comment section if you guys even watch this fucking second channel anymore. I know I wouldn't. Anyway, guys, yeah, take it easy, and I'll see you on the next vlog, and look out for the Beetlejuice NES review coming out soon.